Hi, friends. We're going to get started with our close reader assignment for today, Friday, January 22nd, and we are on lesson 15. So we can work from our close reader book, which is on page 70, or you can do it online as well. But make sure that you are answering your each problem in complete sentences. And then if you are doing it online, you can always pause the video, do the work, continue the video, go back and forth, okay? Because you don't want to get done with the video and then not really know what to do. So you can go back and forth with it. All right, let's begin. So we can hit the audio button to play the sound.
Background. Fire is very dangerous, so people need to follow safety rules. These rules keep people safe during a fire. Setting a purpose. Read to find out what two children tell their father about fire safety at home. This is a reader's theater. It is called Safety at Home by Margaret Sweeney. There's a cast of characters: Dad, Alexa, Jake.
Okay, so this is going to be read like a reader's theater, okay? There's 3 different characters, and they each have a part.
One, read. Underline the dialogue that shows Dad wants to know about the children's class trip.
Okay, so I'm going to be looking for the dialogue where Dad asks about the class trip.
Dad, what did you do on your class trip? Alexa, we visited an enormous fire station. Jake, the fire chief gave us a speech about fire safety. Dad, I hope you were paying attention. Alexa, we were. Later, we worked with a buddy to make a safety poster. I worked with Jake.
All right, so it says that we are supposed to draw a line or underline the part where Dad asks about the children's class trip. So right here, first sentence, Dad, what did you do on the class trip? That's what you want to underline. All right, and then here we have a vocabulary word, and we've seen this all week because it's been part of our story, Officer Buckle and Gloria. It's enormous. Enormous is an adjective. It's a word that describes. It's the opposite of teeny. Enormous is very big. So they use, if we look at the bolded word, bolded means the print is darker. They use it to describe a fire station. So enormous means very, very big. Okay. Now, when you're writing these definitions, it doesn't have to be in a complete sentence. But this part down here, when we do our written response, it does have to be in a complete sentence. Okay, so let's look at this. Who are the characters that speak dialogue here? Write them below. Okay, so complete sentence means I'm going to take the words in the question and rephrase them into my answer. The characters are Dad, capital D, comma, Alexa, capital A, comma, and Jake. And because I'm doing a list, I put the commas in. All right, so there's my complete sentence. Now I'm ready for the next page.
3, read. Underline what Alexa says about get low and go. Jake, look at our poster. Dad, I'm shocked you know more about fire safety than I do. Alexa, everyone in our school obeys fire safety rules. Jake, guess what get low and go means? Alexa, if the house is smoky, get low. Vocabulary word, obeys. Picture, stop, drop, and roll. Number 1, if your clothes catch on fire, don't run. 2, stop where you are. 3, drop to the ground. Cover your face with your hands. 4. Roll over and over to put out the fire.
Okay, so it says underline what Alexa says about get low and go. So here is where they mention it, get low and go. And the Alexa gives the definition. So if the house is smoky, you need to get low. All right, so that means you stop, drop, and roll. Obeys is our vocabulary word. We see it bolded over here. Everyone in our school obeys fire safety rules. So obeys means to follow directions or to follow the rules. You could write either one. To follow the rules means to obey. All right, number 4 says, which character tells about what everybody does at the children's school? Write it below. All right, so I'm going to look for this word everyone, what everyone does. Here, Alexa uses the word everyone. Everyone in our school obeys fire safety rules. So, which character tells about what everyone does at the children's school? Alexa tells about what everyone does at the children's school. And so you see what I did was I just put Alexa's name and then I used the question, tells about what everyone does at the children's school, to help me answer that in a complete sentence. So that's how we get a complete sentence. All right, number 5, here we go.
5. Read. Underline the dialogue that shows what Dad wants the family to do. Jake. That's because smoke rises. Get low to stay below the smoke. Alexa. Crawl to the nearest way out. Jake. Then go to a safe meeting place to wait for your family. Dad. Let's pick a meeting place right now. Vocab.
Okay, so it says underline the dialogue that shows what Dad wants the family to do right now. So I'm going to look at where Dad talks. So Dad is the green right here. He says, let's pick a meeting place right now. So right there, that shows us what Dad thinks we should do right now. Okay, so we underline that. Our vocabulary word is rises. So they say get low and go because smoke rises. So if you're getting low, rises must means to get higher, right? To get higher. So if you rise out of your chair, you get higher. If a balloon rises up through the sky, it gets higher. Smoke also rises, which means it travels up. Over here, short response, cite text evidence. Reread pages 71 through 73. What do Alexa and Jake know about fire safety? How do you know? So I'm going to start with their names, okay? So I'm going to start with Alexa and Jake know that, and then I'm going to go back through my text and see what things I might want to add about what they know. Okay, so here they talk about get low and go or stop, drop, and roll. So Jake and Alexa and Jake know that it's important to get low when there is smoke. They also know about stop, drop, and roll. So if your clothes catch on fire, you're supposed to stop what you're doing, drop to the ground, so you're flat on the ground, and roll until you put the fire out. That is the best way to help yourself if your clothes caught on fire. So those are some things that Alexa and Jake know about. I gave 2 examples. two sentences. And it says, how do I know? I know because I read it in the text. So I'm not just taking a guess. I actually read it in the text. I read it in the words. So that's how I know. And that's part of why the close reader is important, because we need to be able to find the evidence and then explain how we know it. Okay, so that is all for today. It is a rather short lesson. So I hope you enjoy your Friday and have a great weekend.